The objectives of the project were to develop a rigorous approach to a true risk assessment which takes into account not only the probability of an explosion occurring, but also the consequences of that explosion. The toolkit was developed by carrying out a literature search which led to an understanding of the scientific approach for dust dispersion mechanisms and the probability of a potentially explosive atmosphere forming. A secondary outcome of the literature search was a paper by Cloney et al. Which contained an unwrapped explosion pentagon. The unwrapped pentagon led us to develop a stepwise approach to the risk reduction of dust explosions. The innovative aspects of the toolkit arise from the stepwise approach, leading to a full risk assessment and the risk reduction requirement for dust explosions. In particular, the focus on sources of dispersion rather than sources of release. In the case of dust explosions, most of the hazardous zones are inside equipment and not outside, and therefore arise from dispersion mechanisms and not release mechanisms. And of course, it includes an outline assessment of the residual risk that exists after you've identified all the hazardous zones and after you have minimised the sources of ignition as low as reasonably practicable. And finally, of course, we have gone beyond the legal framework of such regulations as DCERA in the UK by providing a full risk reduction programme for dust explosions.